COSA, the Central Ontario Standardbred Association, proudly serving Ontario horse people with integrity and accountability. Collaborative, supportive, helping to ensure a vibrant harness racing industry. Lifetime membership is free and there are many benefits. Become a new member today. COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. To find out more, visit cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario's half-mile harness racing action. I'm your track announcer, Shannon Sugardoyle, with you, setting up this 11- program. Of course, all 11 racers featured on HBI Bet. First couple of races. We'll go through the TVG network south of the border. I'll be hyping races 1 and 2 with our good friends at TVG. Prior to the action this evening, so we'll look forward to that. You'll be playing into some very nice pools in the early going and throughout the evening. We've had some weather, showers basically throughout the night and into today, and now a bit of a changeover to snow. So expect maybe a second or two off as far as track condition goes. I'm thinking we'll be starting on a good track this evening. About 27 minutes wagering time on tonight's opener. We'll begin the card with the HBI Bet Pick 5 play. Let's get a look at a ticket suggestion here for race number 1. And you know what? I've gone kind of cheap in the early going here. The early Pick 5, the early Pick 4, not spending a whole lot. I've saved it up for the back half of the program. It gets much tougher in the late going. So here we go with the early Pick 5 suggestion. We're 3 deep in the opening leg with Global Crush, High Flying Jamie, and Bet on Jack. Bet on Jack is a 1-2 favorite from that outside gate thus far. 3 deep in race number 2. Chappie's Boy gets a much improved post to work with there. I think you got to use them. Then you've got Curious Cortez in the center, Maca-Holic, and early speed threat at a post 5. Over into race number 3, went 2 deep there with the 1. Here's That Man Again. Should get some pretty good value on that one. The 4, Baby's Beach Bum, expected to take some pretty good action in there. My key play to this early Pick 5 happens to go postward in race number 4, group of trotters. Number 5, War Were You Saying? He was much better last time out. He has the best gate speed of all in there. I see him going to the lead and likely trying to hang on there tonight. War Were You Saying for Todderborth, likely to get the marching orders there in race number 4. He's going to be my key to this Pick 5. We'll look to complete in the 5th with 3, Alphabet Queen, and number 7, KO Loco. I'm in for $7.20 on a 20-cent wager. The Pick 4 gets even cheaper with a couple of key plays being used. Race number 4 to start up, and early Pick 4 using number 5 as that key play. Again, staying with War Were You Saying, then on to Alphabet Queen and KO Loco. There's another key play for me on tonight's card, that being in race number 63, Salzburg Jesse. Facing much easier there tonight. It's been facing preferred 2 and preferred 3 types, and now way down in class. Nose on gate. Does have a little bit of early speed to work with there. Going out for trainer Ron MacDonald. His son Brett MacDonald on board, I believe, could get the job done there in race number 6 as a key play. And we'll go deepest of all in race number 7 using a 1, 4, 6, and 8. If you want to play along, just $1.60 on a 20-center. If in for a $1 play, it's $8 even. There is that late Pick 5 that will begin in race number 6. You see these guarantees on the Pick 5s, $2,500? That's about to change. Next week, those Pick 5 guarantee pools are going to go way up. They've become go-to wagers here. They've been played strong throughout the meet, introduced at the beginning of this race meet. Looking at the money right now, bet into the race 1 pick 5. There's already well up and over $3,000 in the pool. It's going to take a significant amount of action again tonight. So starting Monday of next week, those pick 5 pools are going to get bumped up in a big way as far as guarantees go. So here we go with a late pick 5 starting up in race 6. Stay with the key. Number 3, Salisbrook Jessie. Again, major class relief, gets away from the preferred 2 and preferred 3 types. I think she's good to go in there. We're 4 deep in leg number 2, the 8th race. Using rough trade on the rail, Grits and Gravy gets a much improved post to work with. 4 deep in the final 2 legs as well. As mentioned, the early part of the card for pick 5s and pick 4s didn't spend a whole lot, so we're saving it up for the late pick 5 and late pick 4. $25.60 on this 20-cent wager. 8th race, we'll begin that late pick 4. Late pick 4 starting up in race number 8. And there is a scratch in there. It will come in late. Number 7, Eternal Ruler, will be coming out of race 8. So for me, starting out this late pick 4, stay with Rough Trade and Grits and Gravy. Inside posts for those two, and that should work out well for them. 4 deep in the middle legs, and if we get on over to race number 11 to complete, we'll need 3 Colorado Buck. He's been showing some really good form. You're getting some really good value in the morning line. A couple of, actually, the 3 that I'm using here in race 11, they're all providing some pretty good value in the morning line. So Colorado Buck, 10-1 in the morning line. The 5, Brock's Fortune, he's 4-1. He's a must play. And number 9, GA Speed Sammy, had that easy victory and a sharp time for a mile and a 16th. It was 2-4-2 last time out, winning at 1-9 for trainer Colin Johnson. Nick Stewart on the 9, GA Speed Sammy, one to use in that final leg of the late pick 4. I'm in for $19.20 on that 20-cent wager. The long shot play on the night, I've already talked about him, and we'll go right back to him. And number 9, GA Speed Sammy, is my long shot play. If you can get anything close to 8-1, I can't see it though. He's 1-9 last time out and just jogging at the added distance. He is facing tougher in against the preferred 3 types, but again, the form is really good, and with that impressive 2-4-2 time on the mile and the 16th last time out, I think you got to use him, and he's my long shot play on the night. As mentioned, if you can get anything close to 8-1 on number 9, GA Speed Sammy in the finale, hop on board. Best bets. We've got Lou, myself, Ontario Racing, and Tony Elliott on board for our best bet selections this evening. For Lou Sorella, he went to one of my key plays on the night, and the best bet for Lou was number 5, Warwi Hussein. In race number 4, the gate speed is there. He was on top last time out, just come up a little bit short in the late going, but that was a big improvement. He's rounding into form, and Lou says Warwi Hussein is ready for a top effort tonight. For myself, it's over into race number 6, where I've keyed up the 3, Salisbrook Jessie, gets major class relief tonight. And I believe she's a possible key for that late pick 5, starting up in race number 6, 5-2 in the morning line player. And then a couple of more best bets later on in the program. Race 8 to start up a late pick 4, Ontario Racing's best bet selection on this evening's card. Again, it's in race number 8, number 2, Grits and Gravy, an improved post today. The last victory for Grits and Gravy was right here in London. Tony Elliott is race number 10. The 2-horse, Free Flying Ticket, 2-1 in the morning line. Tony mentions the filly meets easier now. Half-mile speed looks fine as well. One up over at Hanover, early September, 156-3. So Tony Elliott stomping grounds there at Hanover, where that filly won quite easily early September. Again, 56-3 speed over Hanover. That should get her around London. Okay. All right, so we've got all 11 featured on HPI. As mentioned, TVG will be with us in the early going. I'll be hyping up races 1 and 2 with our good friends at TVG. We'll look forward to that. And now, something a little different from out west. Last night, offering up congratulations to the connections of the big race winners from out there. They ran the Don Byrne Memorial This would be actually Major Custard winning the Western Canada Pacing Derby. Major Custard is owned by JJ Stables and Jim Marino, Michael Campbell Training. Brandon Campbell was on board. There was another photo of Probert there, but didn't show up. Probert, yeah, let's bring up Probert then. Probert would win the Don Byrne Memorial. This was formerly known as the Northlands Filly Pace, owned by Rod Terrace, trained by Chris Lancaster. And again, Brandon Campbell was on board. So here's Brandon winning both the 3-year-old event for the fillies and the 3-year-old event for the Glamour Boys. And if you could bring that shot up again, Brandon with his daughters, Presley and Blakely. There was a wreck earlier on the program at Century Mile, involved numerous drivers and horses. Rennie Goulet, James Junquist were sent off to the hospital, and Brandon likely should have went to the hospital too, but he toughed it out, drove the remainder of the card, and there you see Brandon with the pink cast on, 2 broken wrists from the race wreck that was earlier in the program. He came back and won the 2 biggest races of the night. I know Brandon well. I know he's stubborn, and yeah, he wasn't going to miss out on those 2 big races. But you know what? Best of luck to Renee, James, and Brandon on healing up well, getting back to the race bike soon, and there for my friends out west who run off some pretty big races last night at Century Mile. Congratulations to all the winning connections from out west last night. We are 17 minutes away from race number 1. Again, all 11 on HPI, the first couple on TVG. We'll look forward to it. Likely playing on a track that's going to be off a second or 2, and the flurries are beginning to fall. Next up will be program changes soon. Good luck tonight.